Mr. Raccoon, can't you play with me somehow?
No, I can't, I'm eating dinner now.
What's for dinner? I want some.
I am eating pickled plums.
Can I have a little crumb?
Don't be such a greedy bum. Get your own.
Hi, this is the Griffin-Chan, and this was supposed to be filmed in my house, in my room, where I organized my bookshelf and DVDs all nice so that they would be all in the background, but I didn't get to film them before I went up to Boston, which is where I am now, and it's the 4th of July, and so if you hear fireworks during this filming, well, happy Independence Day. But enough about that, let's talk about Pom Poko. Pom Poko is a 1994 film by Takahata about the transferring raccoons of Tama Hills and the struggle against the encroaching human developments. The film was produced by Ghibli Studios because Takahata is a longtime friend of Miyazaki's and co-headed the company. The film runs about 2 hours, which is one of the reasons I don't recommend it to children. I don't know too many kids who can sit still for 2 hours. Pom Poko is actually one of the most explanatory of Japanese films. It talks a lot about the transferring raccoons and foxes, and a lot about Japanese folklore. So rather than repeat what the film says, I'm more going to supplement it. The transferring raccoons of the film are an actual species of raccoon. They are called tanuki, or raccoon dogs. And in addition to being able to assume almost any shape they choose, the tanuki are known for one thing in particular, and that is their testicles. The tanuki of Japanese folklore have testicles which they can enlarge and contract at will. Like we saw in Totoro, this is an example of how non-Christian influenced culture develops thoughts of what is and isn't sexual. With the influx of Western culture and its Christian influences, however, the testicle aspect of the tanuki legend has diminished. But it is still referenced in Pom Poko, although not overly. However, it is still only one aspect of the tanuki legend.
You're a fox, isn't that right? You have a good eye. Indeed, I am a transforming fox. I am Ryutaro, at your service.
Tanuki are also more down-to-earth than the kitsunes, Japanese fox spirits who make an appearance. For one, the Tanuki shrine is run down and not in public view, as opposed to the kitsune shrine, which is very well kept and received with much respect. Even in today's culture, more people gravitate towards fox stories than they do raccoon stories, at least on western shores. Tanuki are also more remembered in songs and little poems than they are in actual stories, like the kitsune are. Also in the movie, the kitsune are willing to live life as wealthy humans than the raccoons, who are more comfortable living off the land. The tanuki also serve to represent farmers, who are forced to sell their land as development progressed, as opposed to the kitsune, who have their paws in human businesses, therefore furthering the development of human cities. Pom Poko isn't the first film to feature tanuki as characters. At the same time, the show Poko Nyan was also a big hit. The last little thing I want to point out is a little Easter egg in the Goblin Parade scene. Right here, in the upper right, you can see Kiki from Miyazaki's Kiki's Delivery Service flying on her broom. And coming up from the lower right is Totoro with his umbrella. And for those of you who have seen Porco Rosso, there's a cameo coming in from the top left. So that's Pom Poko. And when you see the ending, you'll realize why I love Takahata's work. He's such a realist. There certainly isn't your Western environmental film, but it's a classic nonetheless.
The social pages say I've got the biggest ball.